Hi everybody, this is Frosty here, and this is going to be my first deck tech, and it's going to be a Selesnya Midrange deck. Now, this is a deck that I've been using in Standard for quite a bit now. It's been doing me pretty well. I haven't won anything major with it, but it's a very nice deck. It's not as expensive as other decks that you'll see in Standard, and I think it should work fairly well for you. So I'm just going to pan over and we can start looking at the cards. Okay, over here is our main deck. It is a total of 60 cards, aka the minimum for a standard deck, but for most of you probably will know that is pretty much just basic. So I want to start off with the land, since land is going to be very important for building this deck. Right here I have 4 Temple Gardens. Very good land. I mean, this is a land that you really want to start off with, especially in a deck that requires a lot of green and white mana. You're gonna need these dual lands. So this is Temple Garden. This is the shock land. Really nice card. 4 of those would do you good. I mean, if you don't have the money, you can always put in 2 forests and 2 plains, but I highly suggest getting these. These are way better. This is Some Petal Groves. You have 4 of these. I know it's in Chinese, but it's pretty much just a regular land, and that it comes in untapped if you have a forest or plains. And Temple Garden actually it counts for, as right here, forest and a plains. So with Temple Garden's ability, you can actually make this card, what's it called? Untapped when it comes in. Right here we have 6 basic plains. And then for the rest of my mana, I have 10 forests. Now, some people who like to use these aggro decks or Selesnya decks, they like to put in Gavany Township. I'm not really a big fan of that card because it produces generic mana and rather get colored mana, but I mean, it's a good card nonetheless, and if you want to add them in, go ahead. So pretty much that's it for the mana base. I just want to get to the creature spells right now. There's a lot of creature spells, not so much other spells, because Selesnya is a deck that's usually made for those types of cards. So I'm going to start off with pretty much the creatures. Okay, first card is 3 Arbor Elves. You can untap target forest, which is great for Temple Garden. The reason why I don't have 4 of them in there is because there's better cards I probably could have put in this deck, and since you're really only producing mostly green mana, you really don't want to have that much, especially when you have a lot of mana in your deck. Next card is Avacyn's Pilgrim. He's pretty much adds plains to your mana pool, which is really nice, especially if you have only forests but no plains. Avacyn's Pilgrim will definitely help you out. I put 4 of those in there. Centaur Healer. An amazing card. It's a 3-drop for 3/3, and you gain 3 life when he comes in. You'll see how well he works with the other cards in this deck, and it's a fairly solid card for a common. I'm actually shocked. It really helped me a lot, though. Next is probably one of the most powerful cards in your deck, Restoration Angel. I put 3 of those in. And I actually have another one in Sideboard, which I will get to after this. And Restoration Angel is a 4-drop. Very nice card, especially if you want to just keep using creature effects. Next I have Silverblade Paladins. I have 4 of those. If it's in Chinese and if you have no idea what this card does, it gives you double strike when it's soul bonded. It's a 3-drop. You do need 2 plains, so that's why I have Avacyn's Pilgrims in there. It helps produce those plains manas for that, as well as your Temple Gardens and Some Petal Groves. Really a strong card, and it's jumped from $3 from what it was originally to 10. So it's a card that you really want to get, though. It's really a powerful card. All right, now we got Strangleroot Geist. Strangleroot Geist is a 2 green mana. He is a 2/1 with haste and undying. So that means that he can attack right when he comes out, and if he gets blocked, he comes back to life with a counter on him, a +1/+1 counter. It's really a good card, especially in mid-range or aggro, and I mean, it's not really hard to find. It's like 35 cents, and I know if you get the Creep and Conquer Ventic, you get 4, so that pretty much solves that problem. Alright, next we have 3 Thragtusk. Like I said, with Restoration Angel, this card is extremely powerful because whenever he enters the battlefield, you gain 5 life, and then when he leaves, you get a 3/3 Beast token. Really helpful, especially if you play against burn decks. It really helps, you know, bring back your life, as well as Restoration Angel can avoid your Thragtusk being killed, and you get a token for that, so it's really a powerful card. You could run 4 in the deck, but I kind of prefer 3 myself because I don't have the money to get another one because they're like 20 bucks a piece, but I mean, it's a great card. If you want to get more, go ahead. And the last creature card that I have in my deck is the Wolfear Silverheart, and he has Soul Bond as well, and when you Soul Bond him, you get both creatures get +4/+4, and what I like to do is I like to Soul Bond Wolfear and Silverheart and Silverblade Paladin together to each other, because then you can get an 8/8 and a 6/6 with double strike. It's a really powerful combination, and I can win any game. So that's it for creatures. I'm going to go to other spells. We have 3 Oblivion Rings in this deck. Just a great removal card. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it except for that it's for that purpose. Rancor, such an amazing card. And it's really expensive uncommon now. It's like $250 for this card. But then again, it's such a cool card. For a 1-drop, you get your creature gets 2/0 and trample, and whenever the creature is destroyed, or when this card is supposed to be destroyed from the battlefield, you put it back into your hand. I mean, you can't beat this card. It's such a powerful card. And then to end off my main deck are 2 Selesnya Charms. Another way to remove some creatures, because you can remove creatures with the power of 5 or greater, or you can give your creatures trample. I use them for those 2 effects. I mean, you could get a knight, but I highly suggest you don't use that ability because it's kind of a waste. I'd highly recommend using the trample and removal ability for this. So, in total, that is my complete deck with 60 cards in it, and I will be shortly going over to my sideboard. Alright, here is my sideboard for my deck. Start off with 1 Arbor Elf. I have 3 in main. Just in case if you kind of need more forest mana, well, Arbor Elf is here to help. Or if you see you're pulling a lot of Temple Gardens, you can pull that, and you can maybe produce more mana of what you want. I really find it useful. I mean, you don't have to put the Arbor Elf in there. You can easily put something else, but I mean, it's cool. Revenge of the Hunted. It's I only have 1 of these. I usually have 2, but I got rid of my second one, and I mean, it's cool because you can Miracle for 1. Sorry, let me zoom out because it's kind of unsteady. He is a 6-drop otherwise, but you do get 6/6 and trample, and that all the creatures have to block it. I mean, that's pretty good. But like I said, I want to put too many in there because it is a 6-drop card. Another Oblivion Ring. Ray of Revelation. Great card for destroying enchantments, and the flashback cost is only 1 green. So it's a pretty good common that you should have, and I've seen a lot of Selesnya decks actually put this card in just for that purpose. I mean you can't go wrong with this card. I mean, especially if you see like an enchantment's really kicking your butt, or you can destroy like Oblivion Rings and stuff like that with this. So it's pretty cool. 1 more Restoration Angel. You already saw what that does. 2 Armada Worms. I was thinking about maybe removing out 1 for a Craterhoof Behemoth, possibly. But he is a 6-drop for 5/5 with trample, and whenever he comes in, you get another worm token with trample. So it's like really cool. But the only thing is it's 6 mana, so it might be a little too late, and you might lose the game. But if you see you have enough time to create the mana, I would say put them in. 2 more Selesnya Charms. I just took these out because they're in Chinese. The other ones are in English. Same abilities, of course. Sigarda, Host of Herons. It's a 5-drop, 5/5 with flying and hexproof. And that spells that cause your creatures to become sacrificed don't work. It's a really good card if you see that's kind of a trend. But I wouldn't put them in main. I'd put them in sideboard and then put them back in if you like. Put them in your main deck, like I said, if you have like a bunch of cards that are getting sacrificed or like getting killed by removal spells. So Yeah, it's a really good card, especially if it's flying. 5/5 flying. It makes it hard to block. And the last card for my deck is Loxodon Smiter. He is a 3-drop for 4/4. Really a powerful card for a low mana cost, and he can't be countered. And if he was to be discarded in your hand, you put him on the battlefield. So yeah, it's really a powerful card, and that's actually one of my favorite cards out of Return to Ravnica. Not to mention, it's probably like one of the few cards from Return to Ravnica I have in this deck. So I mean, except for the lands and Armada Worms and the Charms and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my sideboard right there. 15 cards. And then I'll go back to my main deck for 60 cards. Sorry if it wasn't that great of a video, because this is my first one I've ever done, and I've only been playing Magic for about a few months. No, wait. About half a year now, I'd say. I think I started with late Magic 13, I would say, and then I've been playing Return to Ravnica, and I got a lot of the older sets, especially for all these cards. So, tell me what you think. Tell me what I can do to possibly improve this deck. And thanks for watching. Alright, see you guys later.